We're picking some friends up from the airport, but I'm driving this car and Savannah's driving their car. We're going to breakfast afterwards. It's so that they can go home after that, you know, because traveling, and we're going to breakfast after we pick them up. See how dark those clouds are? On my run this morning, it was like sprinkling a little bit. It was mostly wind. There were no dark, those are so dark. I just finished my food. It was good. I get the same thing every time I'm here. It's good. And they got good coffee too. How's yours? We're going downtown. This office has 1, 2, 3 coffee pots. You know, downtown's never been a quiet place, but this sound is new. I don't know if you remember this, but a couple years ago there was a bomb that blew up in downtown Nashville, like on the side of that's this street. How long ago was that? 2020?
Christmas 2020.
Christmas 2020 is when the thing blew up, and it was right over there. We decided to take a quick sitting break while we figure out if we're hungry for lunch or a snack. Normally, being people that live here, we try to avoid this strip, but we had to go through this strip to get to the place that we wanted to go. We've actually shot a wedding at that building. Actually, fun fact, it was on Savannah's birthday, and they only paid for one shooter, but I ended up going because I wanted to spend time with her on her birthday. And it was all in that building that's like a, I don't even know how to describe that building. It's like a bar slash donut slash cake. It's very interesting. Yeah. So this is like a little shopping mall downtown. It just opened like a couple years ago. It's cool. It's nice. It's like literally right in the heart of downtown, across the street from the Predator Stadium. And they have decent food, and the shops are pretty good too. They have a good coffee bar. It's called Elixir. We honestly came downtown just because we didn't want to be home, and we were looking for something to do. So I like walking, and she likes shopping. So this felt like a natural fit. We've been talking about trying to find an office downtown to work, or just an office in general. But honestly, this is technically a food court, but there's like people with their laptops all over the place just working. And especially on a weekday, I think honestly this might be a pretty good office. What do you think?
Yeah. Look at the view.
It's a great view. It's quiet. There's a nice breeze. Also, the building that we're sitting across is the Ryman too, which is pretty cool. pad thai with the egg roll. Pretty excited about this. This is a mocha with homemade chocolate sauce. It's pretty good. So I guess Savannah ordered me something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, and she's not telling me what it is, but we're gonna go grab it right now. I'm one of the hardest people to like get surprises for, so I'm pretty shocked that I'm shocked that she was able to, you know, sneak under the radar. We're bringing our finest to the mailbox. So, I guess at one point I sent Savannah this hat on Instagram, and I forgot, clearly. It's great though, I love it. That's what the surprise was. I feel like I should mention that there's nothing wrong with our offices that we currently have in our house. Like, honestly, it's everything that I could ask for and everything that I could require or ever need. It's just when you work from home or work from the place that you live out of, you spend a lot of time there, and I mean, if I'm being honest, there'll be multiple days where we don't leave the house whatsoever. After a while, you feel like you kind of go stir crazy, and just having a office would be a good excuse to actually get out of the house and to leave and to change the scenery, especially with creative things. I'm a firm believer that your surroundings have a big impact on your creativity, and which is why I hold this studio and everything that I put in it or I don't put in it so dear. So us getting a separate studio or separate office or whatever isn't, it's not to replace the current ones that we have, it's just in addition to mostly just get out of the house. You might be asking why we don't just go to a coffee shop. It's not that I don't like coffee shops, it's just they're loud and distracting, and for somebody with a short attention span like myself, that I don't get very much work done there. So it's so nice outside that I decided to open my window for the first time this year. But I had to close it. It was open all the way. I had to close it a little bit because it got a little too windy and almost blew that speaker over. But it's nice to have some fresh air in here. We're draining the hot tub. We're supposed to do it like every 3 months. That's what it's taking forever because it's all going out of this tiny little hose. It's all coming out from there to that hose down there. This is how fast it's going. It's definitely a patience game because I'm certainly not going to get a bucket and scoop that. So everything that comes out of it is gonna have to come through through that hose. This is cold brew I made yesterday. It tastes so much better if you let it chill overnight or longer than 24 hours. That's how you're supposed to technically make cold brew. I'm never that patient, so I always end up just waiting until it's cold and then drinking it. Much better. I'm watching this back, making cuts and stuff. Also, skateboarding in sandals, not a good idea. While this video is rendering, I'm gonna answer some questions. I haven't done it in a while, and I really enjoy it. So I'm doing that right now. You made it sound like the sound's gonna be. Yeah, so to give you a little context, this video, I saw a sign at a park that I was in, and it said it was like for ages, like I think it was like 5 to 12, and I was being sarcastic and saying that I think I'm a little too old for, that's what the video is about, and he was commenting. Yeah. They can ask, but it's not law, you still there. I did enjoy the playground. Coming from a musician, to give you context, this video I saw at that same playground, I saw music notes on the slide, and I said that it has music notes on it. Stupidly fun. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought was funny. Hi buddy, this is a good thing about the Sapphire pre-compression. So to give you context, this comment is on a video that I made talking about my interfaces, and my old interface finally took a crap, like my 10-year-old interface finally took a crap. So I was looking at something to basically to take its place, because I have 8 inputs for the drums, but for drums you need a lot more. And I was looking at a specific piece of gear, and it has the piece of gear that I was looking at apparently has built-in compression, which is awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out. This definitely makes me want to work from home. That's amazing. So this Micah, we've had a couple of conversations through here a couple of times, and he is thinking about making his own like YouTube channel, vlogs, and stuff like that, which I'm such a fan of. I love watching other people's vlogs, and one of the reasons I started vlogging was because I loved watching other people's vlogs, and the reason for that is because vlogging, or day in the life, or whatever you want to call it, summed up, it's basically people showing you their world through their perspective. You're able to watch somebody else's view on the world, which is the same world that you live in, through their eyes. And to me, that's extremely interesting, and I think that's such a cool and powerful thing to be able to do, especially nowadays. And because of that, that caused me to want to be able to do that and to share my perspective on things that I found intriguing or whatever. So to know that somebody found these videos and is inspired to do the same, I love that. To me, that's the whole point of creating art. The whole point of art is to inspire others to create. And the fact that a video or a couple, whatever, inspired somebody to do that, that's amazing. If you ever get inspired by anything that I post, or you just want to share something that you thought was inspiring to me, please let me know in the comments. I read every comment, so it's an amazing thing to be able to share that. Kick pedal advice, please. So for those of you that aren't drummers, tune out for like the next minute, and we'll be back. So for me, I remember when I was a young drummer, I spent money on a bunch of different kick pedals, and the whole purpose of me wanting to do that is to be able to play faster. And I was wrong to do that. I went through like 3 or 4 different kick pedals, spent hundreds of dollars on kick pedals, and none of them really made me better or made me faster. The thing that really made me faster and better is just doing it over and over again and getting those reps in. The exercise that I did a lot would be, I would literally just like do like 4 on the floor, like doof, 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 and then go to 8th notes, do 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 do, and then go up like to triplets, da 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 da, and then 16ths, da 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 da. Your calf is going to be on fire, but that for me is what really helped develop fast twitch muscles, and it gave me the muscles to be able to do like the slide technique and all that stuff. So try that exercise where you're doing quarters, 8ths, triplets, and 16th notes, and just do that to random songs, and your kick speed will go up. It'll hurt, but it'll work. What church do I play at? Currently, I'm a contract musician for a couple of different churches. Since moving to Nashville, we haven't really found a home church. Yeah, I hate saying that, but I need to be honest with you, and that's the honest answer. Haven't found one yet. Honestly, I think I'm just overthinking it, if I'm being completely honest. Hey, I think I have the same... That's amazing! I love that. I found a World War II... Actually, hang on. So when I was at a antique store a couple of days ago, I found this World War II compass that actually still works, which is crazy. And I made a short about it, just talking about this and a couple other things I found. And somebody else actually has one, which is crazy. I mean, these were Army issued, like on the U.S. side, so that, I mean, there were a lot of them made. But the fact that this thing is like in the condition that it's in, to me, that just I love history stuff. I've always loved it, and as I've become older, that love is becoming more of an obsession. And I don't know. It blows my mind just to like think about like what this thing could have gone through or has been through, and like that I have a physical piece, like tangible piece of history in my hand, and it still works after like 80 years. That's insane to me. I love history. we're actually thinking about booking as nerdy and old man as this sounds, we're actually thinking about booking a World War II like tour throughout Normandy and everything else, not this year, but next year. And it's literally going to be like Savannah and I, and then like a bunch of like 80-year-olds. And I could not be more excited. Every morning when I run, I'm listening to World War II books. Like I love World War II. Does that make me an old man?